So I decided to do an explanation of the level instead of like a click showcase or hitbox showcase, just to show what the level really is like. So this is my first impossible level, and I know it's not really good. I mean, it's kind of boring, but I just wanted to make an impossible level, and this is my first try, so I would like to share it with you. I'm gonna upload this unlisted, so yeah, it's not actually on the servers. You can only enter it with the ID because I don't want to put any impossible levels on the GD servers. So the first input, or the first four inputs, are three dash ops layered on top of each other. If you don't know what this is called a swift click, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, basically you have to click and release in one frame. But in this case, you have to do it 3 times in a row, which is really hard. Then we have some simple blue op spam, if you can call this simple, but in comparison to the rest of the level, it's simple. Then we have another dash orb inputs, also free. And then we have some more blue op spam, a simple timing. I mean, this is not really that difficult. Then we have a lot more timings, and as you can see, a hidden spike, so you can't cheese this timing. Just like with these timings, there are always spikes on top, so you can't like skip the input or buffer it or whatever. And yeah, it's also free dash ops. And then we have another blue op spam, and these three spider orbs layered on top of each other, which means you have to click 4 times again. It's also not skippable because there are spikes here. Also, there's skip prevention here. If you somehow manage to get down here, however you want to do that, it's not possible. Or up here, it's also not possible. And yeah. Then we have this simple spam. You don't actually have to alternate like I did in the showcase. But yeah, it's still pretty hard. In comparison to the rest of the level, this is probably one of the most simple things. And you have to do this 10 times in a row because when you alternate to here, there is this block called a reverse block, which basically just reverses your icon. So you go backwards as shown in the level. And yeah, since there are move triggers, these move down and you are trapped until all of these reverse triggers are gone. Then I put another blue ops spam here. Fun fact, these were actually green ops before, but yeah, that was way too hard. Even in speed tag, I could not do that. And then we have probably one of the hardest parts of the level because this was even difficult in speed tag. So you have to alternate through this, and as you can see, it's not skippable again because there are blocks on top. And yeah, you have to alternate through this, and then you get to this portal. Another fun fact, I actually wanted to make you having to do this 10 times in a row as well, but that was just too hard, so I didn't do that and instead just make you do that 1 times. And then we have this part. There's no gameplay for a while, and then we come to this singular spike with a text saying welcome to infinity. And basically, when you hit this move trigger, this moves down. And because these are both multi-activate, you are stuck in a loop, jumping over this spike, and you will never reach the ending. And there's still like, I think, 43% of the level left. That's because I put a block right here so you can't see the end screen because that's just way more scary if you can't see the end screen. So yeah, the level isn't actually beatable because at the end you're just stuck between these reverse triggers. Yeah, this is basically my first ever impossible level. I know it's not good. I don't want it. I don't want to get it on any list or whatever, like the ill list. I don't think I can even put it there because I already broke the rules of the dash orbs because I think 2 are the maximum, but it's free. So yeah. But I don't know. Maybe I'm going to send this to list moderators, and maybe it's actually gonna get put on a list or something. There's a list called the PILL list. I'm pretty sure and it's the physically impossible levels list, so the levels are not beatable. And I think the top one is called Forever, and it's basically this but without the spike and all the other gameplay. It's just a box, and you can't leave it because there are reverse triggers. And I'm going to send it there. Maybe it's gonna get accepted. Anyway, that was the first ever impossible level I made. I didn't really spend that much time on it. I could decorate it, I don't know, but yeah, that would be the explanation, and goodbye.